That's a good fish right there. There we go, girl. Woo, man.
This episode of Let's Take It Outside is presented by Legendary Adventures Charter Company, Clearwater, Florida. Fishing trips legends are made of.
On this week's episode of Let's Take It Outside, I'm fishing with country superstar Matt Stell. Matt's no stranger when it comes to #1 hit songs. His first song, Prayed For You, skyrocketed to #1, and his star's been on the rise ever since. Now, Matt may have mastered singing and songwriting, but is he really ready for the challenge of fishing in the middle grounds? I'm not so sure. Join us as we jump aboard Legendary Adventures 36 Yellowfin with Captain Tommy Larange and head offshore into the Gulf of Mexico. Everybody, this is Misty Wells with Let's Take It Outside, and I'm in beautiful, sunny Clearwater Beach, and I'm with country superstar Matt Stell. I'm so glad to have you on the show today.
Oh man, I'm so glad to be here. Look at this beautiful day, beautiful crew. We're gonna catch some great fish today.
Today, we are headed out to the Middle Grounds, which is about 80 miles off the coast of Clearwater. That way, west in the Gulf of Mexico. We're gonna be targeting grouper, snapper, kingfish, amberjack. Is there anything else we should look for you, Matt?
Pretty much anything that'll put its mouth around that hook and bait is what we're gonna pull out of the water.
That sounds good. Now, Matt does have a little bit of advantage over me because how tall are you?
Oh, I'm not but about 6'7".
Okay, so I'm a little bit shorter than he is, but I'm still gonna make a wager with him. And whoever wins, you'll see at the end of the show what's gonna happen. So are you down with that?
It's a bet.
Okay, it's a bet. Let's go fishing.
Let's do it. All right, so we just got out here in the Middle Grounds, and pretty much, you know, there's a certain way I like to fish out here. It gives you leverage with the fish, and I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Now, when you get a big fish on, the reason why I tell you to do fish like this is because you can use your body as leverage. You ever play tug of war with somebody? Oh, yeah. You're going to lean back and pull on them. Same thing with a fish. You get a bite, and you get a big fish on, lean back on that shoulder and let that fish pull down on that rod. You can use your whole body as leverage to reel down, pull up, and reel down. You can use your body as a pry bar instead of, it's not a strength game with your arms. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's what we're gonna do today. You'll get the hang of it in about two or three drops, 2 or 3 fish. Mm-hmm. You get the hang of it. After that, you'll be a pro. Awesome, thank you. There you go, brother.
When you're fishing this deep, we're over 100 feet, about 110. We're about 90 miles offshore right now. You want to use what we call terminal tackle. So when you got the setup on your 4-aught, you want to have about 60-pound mono on your line and your leader. You want to have about a 30 to 36-inch leader, and we're using 5-aught circle hooks. On the 6-aught, like Matt has, because he's going to catch bigger fish than me today, we're using 100. So it's 100 to 100. Still the same on the leader size, 30 to 36 inches, 5-aught circle hook. There's not a lot of tide, so we're using a 5-ounce sinker as well.
Real good, real.
Oh, Matt's got a hook up. Hold on.
Real, Matt, real.
Were you paying attention in class?
Getting close. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not big, but remember how I told you to?
Okay. Here we go.
Not yet.
How's it feel, Matt?
I'm glad I'm getting a workout in today. Feels like I'm at the gym.
Okay, oh, nice. Nice, nice red grouper.
Woo! Yeah,
Yes,
baby.
sir. My first Florida red grouper out here in the middle grounds. We just put the hooks in the water, so this is gonna be one hell of a day. It's already off to a great start.
Got the first fish of the day. He got a keeper red grouper and his first red grouper he's ever caught. But there's plenty more where that came from. Ooh. Woo.
Oh.
Okay. It is a little smaller than Matt's, but I'll take it because I got it away from the dolphin that was trying to get it from me.
My God, we're horsing her head now, putting up a good fight down there in the bowels of this ocean, but we're gonna raise her to the surface. Yeah, it won't be long now. You can just see almost to the bottom. Water's a clear and deep blue today, calm seas. Boy, that's a good fish.
Well, here, Matt, we call these boxers.
Yeah?
Yeah, 'cause they go right in the box.
Old big boxer.
Look at that fish, brother.
Look at that guy.
There you go.
There you go, fellas. That right there is a specimen. We call these, Captain Tommy and Misty, they call these boxers because they go right into the box when you catch them of this size. Hey, Misty. 2-0.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hammered that dude.
Keep reeling. Come on, Matt.
Hey, Matt. He took that like a gag. Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Fish on.
Look at that right there.
Woo! Hey, so Matt just landed a really nice gag. Hopefully I've got the same on. We're both using live pinfish. Still got my 4-aught. I might switch to a 6. Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
You know, I'm really excited to be fishing on the Matt Stell fishing show today, but every once in a while, you do catch one. This is definitely a keeper.
So we've landed us a nice keeper-sized gag grouper, the first of the day. These things just really fight like the damn Dickens. And we got it in the boat. It took all of us together, but we're a team out here on the water. And we catch fish as a team, except Misty and I, because we're on opposite teams.
Right. Let's see who's bigger, Matt. Second place again for me. When you start fishing offshore, you really want to start with cut sardines. You want to cut them in half at a lateral like you saw Wes do earlier. And the reason is you want to kind of stink up the water. And later on, when the bite gets going on, you'll switch over to pinfish and really bring in those monsters.
Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna let her.
Come on. Okay, ready, up. Gotta, now, crank on the way down. Now, ready? Crank on the way down. Crank. There you go. Get your 2-3 cranks. Attaboy, Matt. Attaboy. Get your 2-3 cranks. Come on. When you rest, he's resting. There you go. There you go.
We're fishing in roughly 2,000 feet of water.
Got color down there, Matt. What do you see? Oh, look at the size of this red snapper. Matt, step forward. There you are. Matt, are you ready for your sea monster?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my Lord, have
Look at
mercy.
this trophy, folks.
That's an American red snapper that, I'll be honest with y'all, he almost bested me. It was a good fight right there to the end, but the rod and reel handled well. Misty and Captain Tom, Wes, everybody did a great job, and you know, we landed this fish together. Goes in my total, not Misty's, but other than that, we landed it together. So Yes, sir.
Man, I'm trying to catch up to Matt. He just caught a beautiful American red snapper, a big one. Looks like I got a jack. Woo! All right, look at that. Woo! He's a little grumpy. Hey guys, I just caught another species, amberjack. I'm slowly creeping up to Matt. His American red snapper was pretty good. This one is quite the fighter. We're gonna release it today, but what a great catch. Okay, come on, Matt.
I might just swim in after it.
Move. I get mine up before you do.
She probably can.
Woo.
Oh. Wow.
I'm trying to get mine up before Matt.
I can promise you that's gonna happen.
Probably because yours is bigger.
That's what she said.
Woo! Okay. Look at that. This is fishing in Clearwater, Florida right here. Grouper capital of the world. And yeah, mine's bigger than Matt's. Woo!
Oh my God. No.
I landed mine and you missed yours. How do you feel about that, Matt?
Well, I got to be honest with you, Missy, I don't feel too great about it.
Yeah. You did good though, man. I think you had something a lot bigger than I did, but I caught a really nice gag grouper. I know you caught a gag. We've got American Reds, or you do, Scamp, Red Grouper,
Amberjacks, yeah.
You know, we're doing good, and guess what? Fun's not over yet. So our viewers sent in some questions for Matt, and we're gonna start easy, and then we're gonna probably make it a little uncomfortable for him.
Perfect.
But one of the things that they wanted to know is, you know, there's pros and cons to everything, no matter what job you have or what you're doing. What would you say is the best part of being a #1 country star?
Well, the fishing trips are pretty great. I'll say that. No, I mean, my favorite, it's kind of hard to pick one thing. I would say that since we've, you know, been at home for so long, that we're really the most excited about getting back out and playing live music again for crowds. That's going to be and my favorite thing for a while, I think, going forward. And just because, you know, you don't ever take it for granted, but, you know, I don't know that I always appreciated it as much because I never thought that, you know,
It would go away.
the way that
exactly,
it did.
exactly.
So yeah, I'd say playing live right now is probably my favorite part.
What would be the hardest part in a normal situation? You know, what's the hardest part, again, about, you know, kind of being a big country star?
Well, the hardest part is the travel. You know, we cover a lot of ground in a lot of different ways, and you know, I started playing in bands because I don't like to get up in the mornings. I'm not a morning person, so that was a job that was going to work. And I
had to get you. You got up at 6:30 this morning. So.
Yeah. I didn't plan that out very well because it turns out not only do you have to stay up really late at this job, but you have to get up early to make flights and bus calls and things like that. So the travel's the toughest part, but even then, I can't complain too much because we get to see a lot of the country and meet a lot of cool people.
Now, a couple of the girls sent in some questions, and they wanted to know, you know what's coming, right? They wanted to know, you know, what's your relationship status?
Oh, I'm just perpetually finding new and interesting ways to get broken up with and have my heart broken. It makes for great songs.
Oh, that's good. And
yeah.
also breaking off with a lot of fish too.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
these fish are just like the girls in my life, and you just really got some trophies. And then right before you get them in the boat, they snap your line off and swim away.
You never see them again.
Yeah.
They take it all. They take all the hardware. They're gone.
They're gone.
They're gone. So, what do you think? You know, we came up with a couple song ideas for today, of course. I don't know if they'll ever make it to the radio. But if you had to write a song about today, what do you think the title would be?
Oh, it'd probably be Good Fishing with Good Buddies, or I would write a song called The Ones That Got Away. Yeah. Because we've frayed some lines today on some ocean monsters. So, but that's part of it, and it's so much fun. But yeah, I'd say we'd have a pretty good start on a project with those two.
Okay, I'm in. If you need some collaboration, I'm available.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, good, 100%. Good. Well, we need to catch some fish, so back to it. I'm trying to catch up to Matt. So, you know, he's from Arkansas. This is, you know, first time being out here in the middle grounds. So I'm hoping this will be something pretty decent. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. It's a start. I'm gonna have to measure it though. We'll see. Caught that on a live pin fish. I was throwing down sardines, wasn't really doing the job, so I switched it up. I'm gonna measure him and see if he's going in the box. Okay. This is not exactly what we're looking for, but they are really beautiful fish, and they're actually good to eat. Got a nice little porgy here, which I can keep, so it's 1 and 2 right now. Just gotta up my game a little bit. What's going on, Wes?
Oh, I got a big old fish on here.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah.
It might have been the one Matt lost. I don't know. What'd you catch it on? Like, what do you got it?
This is a jig head and a pinfish.
Okay, jig head and a pinfish. He's using light tackle, which can be a lot of fun. You know, I'm using a 6-aught, so I can hoss them up, you know, pretty easy. But, you know, Matt is showing us a different technique with a jig, and let's see what we got here. So this is another species of grouper that we caught today. It's not a keeper, but they're beautiful. This is a scamp grouper. Caught it on your Nomad jig.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Wes is killing it on some light tackle today.
Green eyes.
I know.
Is that a grouper? Yes. So as Captain Tommy and Misty were just telling me, a lot of times when you're reeling fish up from a depth of, 130 feet, we'll say 120 feet, you'll see what a lot of people think is the tongue of the fish hanging out. That's not true. That's actually air that's in its stomach. It has two options, that air, to come out. It can either come out in their stomach, in their mouths, or the opposite of their mouth. But that place is smaller than this place. So it comes out of their mouth and it looks like their tongue, but it really is their stomach on a red grouper or any of those fish that are down at the bottom. We're gonna throw this guy in the live well and then eat him later. I tried to set the hook again. Well, Outdoors with Matt Stell, featuring Matt Stell. Just another old red grouper, little fella. Something been chewing on his tail, or on his fin, dorsal fin. As you can see there, this is some dorsal fin malice. That's been, you know what that was? That was a deep undersea turtle that did that in the bottom of the ocean. Okay, back to you, Misty. Turtle. That's the sound a big fish make.
You gonna get mine up before you do?
She probably can.
There you go, Matt. You're besting him now, buddy.
Yeah.
He's barely hooked, Tommy. He's barely hooked, Tommy. Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Whoa! Yeah! All right.
Matt, what a great job, man. I can't believe you landed that fish finally. We've been searching for it, trying to land it. We got broke off like 20 times. You finally did it. What do you think that weighs?
Man, I'm like 700 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. It took all of us, though, to land this one. So.
What a team, man. I love fishing with Captain Tommy LaRange and Wes. And Matt, thank you so much for coming out and fishing in the Gulf of Mexico with us on Let's Take It Outside. And I can't wait till you come back in town, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Woo! Not so fast, Matt.
A bet's a bet.
Because it's really super awesome, and it's like, oh my God, and the fish are like, it's so killer. Yeah.
This is the elusive Florida Gulf blue whale on the end of my... I think I'll call it a Russian submarine.
Yeah.